For today's vlog, we're going to be having a reset slash recharge weekend. Hey guys, it's your girl Izumi. Usually when I go about all these fun things, when I go traveling, it's quite hard for me to get back into my routine. And the thing is, these routines are very important to me, especially in my 30s, because it gives my life structure. It helps me reach my goals way easier. And don't get me wrong, in my 20s, I was having a lot of fun and I did not have this in my life. So now that I do have it, I give a lot of importance to it. And that's what we're going to be doing this weekend. That's the main focus, is just to get back into track, lock in, and recharge. Now, this is not to say that unattainable habits and routines are better for you. This is just my commitment to myself because I like to stay disciplined now. Also, just a reminder that it's not bad to let go, have fun with food, have a few drinks, one or two with your friends. I think that's really important to our routine as well. Because without these breaks, you're just gonna lash out one day and slip and never get back to it again. So having these little moments where you're just having fun, letting go, and enjoying your life as much as you want to, hell, even indulging, is quite healthy. So yeah, I just wanted to say that for this weekend's reset and recharge, we are going to be touching grass. Yes, I know it sounds very cliche. Unironically, I will be touching grass. I will be going to a park that I love and spending time alone there because I do need to recharge my social battery as well. No, it is not Yoyogi. No, it is not Shinjuku. It is somewhere smaller and there is a nicely mowed lawn. That is the grass we'll be touching this weekend. And for the next day, for Sunday, we are going to be hitting the gym. And this is the hardest part because after traveling, you're usually so exhausted from like 25k steps and it's really hard to get back into track for the gym. But that's what we're doing today. If you want more information about my health journey, my fitness journey, just leave a comment down below because I'd be so glad to share it with you guys. I've gone about different routines, different exercises, and so far I think this is the healthiest I've ever been in a long time. I just wanted to share all these beautiful flowers that my friends gave me on my birthday celebration. So heartwarming to see a bunch of your friends gather around in one place to celebrate you. This is a book my best friend from Australia got for me as a gift. She ordered it for me so it would arrive on my birthday, and I'm very happy because I've been wanting to read this. It's actually such a nice day. Like, the sun is shining so bright on my forehead. Thinking about getting one of these because that looks so good.
こんにちは。ハムトメイトサンドどちら？こちら？はい。お持ち帰りで。ありがとうございます。レシートはいります？あ、いらないです。We got the sandwich.
The place we're going to today is the Tokyo Metropolitan Garden. There's a huge nature path walk here, but there's also a European garden is what they call it. It's basically a lawn, a grassy lawn area, and there's some seating in here, and it would be nice to have a little picnic on my own and also read a little bit. Let's try to find the entrance. So the European garden is where we're gonna have a picnic, and this is the gallery, I assume. So let's head on there. I think this gallery is more of an architectural museum, so you get to see the old residence, everything that's in there, so the old interior design and architecture. And as you can see, it's a very peaceful area. I love coming out here because there's so much people in this area, even though it's in the middle of the city. There's just an entrance fee, so if you want to see the actual museum, you have to pay 1000 yen or 1000 yen. But with that, you could also go inside the forest walk and as well as the garden. And the garden ticket alone is 200 yen. The Teian Garden Museum is actually the former residence of the Prince and Princess Asaka. Apparently, they were the first ones who brought Art Deco to Japan. This is known to be one of the finest Art Deco builds to ever exist in Japan, and it is designed by a French decorator called Henri Rapin. I probably butcher that, but yes, it is a very nice fusion of French and Japanese Art Deco design. There's also some Lalique glass art inside. And obviously, the Asakas loved animals as well. They had a bunch of wild animals in their lot, and they also collected animal figurines and sculptures. I've been to this garden before, but I haven't actually explored the museum. I didn't know that the museum had these spots. It's so peaceful and there's virtually no one in here. Let us see where it leads. I am now looking for a spot to have lunch in. Honestly, the temperature here just feels so nice. It's a lot cooler here. There's so much shade from the trees. And it's just a nice nature walk that's so easily accessible from anywhere in Tokyo. It's like hanging out at your rich grandmother's garden, you know. Okay, now let's look for a lunch spot for real. It's actually called European Garden. We found a little seat area here near the cafe. I have my wowich over here. Juicy. It's good. When you're living in Tokyo, everyone's just so busy. Everyone's working so hard because the work culture here is just insane. So everyone's just working all the time, and on the weekends, we just end up resting. I mean, I personally, since I am an introvert, I usually just stay home. So after a lot of weeks of going out and seeing people, you just feel your soul is filled again, you know? Because the city could be a bit soul-sucking when you just work all the time. Hanging out with your friends, it just feels very, very nice and wholesome. I went to Osaka and Kyoto as well. By the way, the vlogs are up there for Osaka and Kyoto. It was so nice. I walked 25k steps every day, turned 31 this year. It's just so insane to think that, like, honestly, I still feel like I am a teenager inside. And now I'm 31, and all of the people my age are doing different things now. But you know what? I'm not ashamed of it. I feel like I'm living my own truth. I'm not letting anything or anyone pressure me to achieve a certain goal just because to them this is something you should be doing at a certain point in your life. I've never let that pressure get to me in any phase of my life. Even in university, at school, I've always just selfishly lived life to the beat of my own drum that has both ups and downs. I have no regrets. I'm thinking of just sitting on the grass directly and lying down there. The book I'm currently reading is Cursed Bread by Sophie McIntosh. If you're a fan of dark history just like me, you've probably heard about this mass poisoning of people from eating a contaminated bread in a small town in France before, and this novel is slightly loosely based around it. The story revolves around this lady who has a very boring life. Her name is Elodie, and her husband is not as attracted to her anymore, or somehow she feels short of desire from just her everyday life. So she gets obsessed with this newcomer to their small town called Violet. And this novel so far is all about obsession, desire, and there is some darkness surrounding the town. So I'm only halfway through it, and so far I'm really enjoying how the protagonist is the main storyteller in this book, and it jumps from two different periods. It is a sapphic thriller. I would say it's a thriller just because at this point where I'm currently reading, it is giving a mysterious vibe and some aspects of death, which I don't exactly know about yet because, again, I am just halfway through it. I think it's a very nice poolside read in the summer. You know what I mean? I like the atmosphere it gives, and I like that it revolves around female desire, but also sapphic desire. So it's more interesting, and I've never read anything like this before, so I'm currently enjoying it. I highly recommend this park if you're looking for a smaller green space to go to besides Yogi Coin because it gets pretty crowded in there. So now I'm just heading home. And that's all I need. Literally a few hours outside of the sun and something creative and interesting to do. That's all I need. I'm gonna go home.
Mission complete.
We are home now. It was such a beautiful golden day. Sometimes all you need is some sunshine, a bit of breeze, a nice meal, and to touch grass. Lesson of the day, go out and touch the fucking grass. That was so nice. I was able to sun myself. I need it every now and then to photosynthesize. Also, there was a nice cool breeze. The park wasn't crowded. The sandwich, amazing. I'm really glad that I actually made an effort to bring myself out of my apartment, although deep in my heart, I just wanted to bed rot. You know, it was nice to go outside, have a walk, get my steps in, and also feel good mentally, physically, everythingly. So we'll see what I feel. But I'm not gonna plan tonight. I'm gonna plan tomorrow morning. I think that the kindest way I could go about this to myself while still trying to get back into the routine. I hope you guys enjoyed this day with me. See you tomorrow. Kante.
頑張って。
So we're here now in Aoyama where my gym is at, and this is one of my favorite ones to go to because they have a sauna. It's always empty equipment and the machines are quite new, and they have a booty builder, which is what I used to use before when I was too shy to create a setup for my hip thrusts. So that's where we're heading. I think today I'm gonna keep it quite chill just because I don't want to push myself since it's still my recovery day in a way. So I'm gonna keep it chill, maybe not do too much cardio, and then I'm going to relax and unwind in the sauna, do some cold plunge. I go to the gyms and yoga studios and ClassPass. So if you guys want to try it out, you could get free 20 credits, usable for 1 month. I'll be putting my code here. If you use this, you'll be able to have free credits for ClassPass. So wherever you are in Tokyo, even if you go abroad, let's say go to Hong Kong or the Philippines where they have ClassPass, you could easily go to those gyms. You could even do salons, nails, lashes, facials, they all have it there. So yeah, I use ClassPass. Here is the code. So I usually do around 10 minutes of some sort of step machine. If there's no step machine, I do like an incline walk for like 10 minutes. And then I usually run for 5 minutes just to get the heart really pumping. And that's it for my light cardio day. My structured gym days usually start by the heaviest weight I need to lift, which is a hip thrust. Now, recently I've learned how to do a setup on the floor, on a bench, but this is how I started to learn how to do hip thrusts. I use this booty builder machine, but now that I want to lift heavier, the foot placement on this machine is really awkward and it's ruining my form, so I was not feeling it today. But you know, such is life. Sometimes you have an amazing gym day, sometimes you feel like it's a meh gym day. So now I moved on to my RDLs, and again, I just wasn't feeling it after going on vacation. So after doing a few of these, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna force myself. I'm just gonna move on and do what I want to do at the gym for today. I'm just grateful to myself for holding my ass over here. And then after training both sides of the glutes, I like to train each side, and I usually go for a lighter weight. I will never do a Bulgarian split squat, I don't care. I will just do a B stance RDL. As a finisher, I usually like to burn my side glutes, so either I do a clamshell with weights on the floor or this one. I recently learned from a trainer that it's better to put padding on the sides of the abductor for the legs, and it's changed my life, honestly. It moved the tension from my thighs to my butt. And since I was like, I didn't get much from this leg day, I just decided to do a bit of my arms as well, because why not? You know, whatever. Today is not a structured day anymore. Today is a semi-structured day. Again, I'm just happy to be moving. And then next, I did some 100 reps of go break your neck. You know, I did some abs. And this felt really good because I haven't done abs in a while. This was something I knew I was gonna do well without having to focus as much. And this is how we got our abs popping like this. Obviously, we need to eat right, but the weights and the ab workouts together, they do make my abs look poppin' like this. I also got these new leggings from CSB Crop Shop Boutique, and I like how it vacuums everything up, but also I feel like I got a really small size. I don't know if they just run really small, but yeah. That's our workout for today. Yeah, time to go home and eat some protein. It started raining while I was on the way home, so I couldn't film anymore. I was not feeling it that much when I was at the gym today. I just felt very weak and not in my strongest conditions. But you know what? That's normal. Some days you're gonna just hit it at the gym. Some days you're just very proud of yourself for even going there and being there. And today I was the latter. But you know, I still had a great time. The sauna felt nice. I had a massage after. And I think I will end the vlog here. Thank you guys so much for choosing to watch this video and staying until the end if you did. And if you liked this vlog, please don't forget to subscribe and also leave a comment down below if you want to see anything specific about life here in Tokyo. I'd be so glad to share it. And yeah, I'm just about to have dinner and rest in preparation for another week of working. And I'll see you guys on my next vlog.